Welcome back to Ball Knowers. It has been a while, almost 2 months, or is it a month?
Yeah,
Almost
it's
two.
over a
Yeah,
month
it's
because
been a long
last
time
episode was in December.
in December,
Yes,
and a lot has happened since
a
then.
lot has
First
happened.
and foremost, the Hoosiers are national champions.
That was before we hadn't made an episode
Yes,
since? Wow,
yeah,
that felt like a long
I
time
know.
ago.
Football is done, and
Yeah,
the Hoosiers are the champs.
when were we at? Because we did it in the playoffs. When were we at?
We were before um, the second round. So it was right
Second
before IU
round.
played
Okay.
Alabama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we made playoff picks at the University of Tennessee.
Yes.
And
And now
saw the
there is no
TikTok.
football.
Football is over, and a lot's happened around us. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of some things that have happened, both in the world of sports and in our own lives. We started a new semester
I
here
know.
in college.
Yep.
Our dorm caught on fire the other day.
Yep.
Charles Bediako joined college basketball and left since our last
That
episode.
was quite this development.
Yeah. Just left a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Zach entered a talking stage and failed a talking stage
This is true.
within this time period, and
Just a lot has happened
yeah,
overall.
you don't know one thing that's remained constant?
What has remained constant?
Miami, Ohio is
They're
undefeated.
still undefeated. They're
still
only undefeated team left.
Yeah.
After last night's is it an upset? Kansas beating Arizona at home?
I don't think it's possible for Kansas to upset a team in Allen Fieldhouse.
Okay. Then after last night's expected loss from the only undefeated power conference team.
I mean, they were going to lose at some point, and that's the game you're going to lose.
Even without Derek Peterson.
Yeah, it's impossible to win there.
Yeah.
The environment there last night was something else.
It was awesome. And I'm fully locked into college basketball right now.
Yeah.
This is the most I've locked in. Now the football's done, and it's been a lot of fun.
So I mean, that kind of leads us into my first segment here. What I wanted to do. So, like, because Super Bowl's over now, the whole sports world is turned to college basketball. So I wanted to do like, how would we describe this season to all the people just now joining us? College basketball season. First thing that came to mind for me is the freshman class is it's the best I've ever witnessed.
Best
in
that
my
I've seen
life,
for sure.
Top to bottom.
Just fitting because we are freshmen.
We are freshmen. This is our class.
Yeah, this is our friends, if you will. And they are amazing. I feel like every game I turn on, the best player on that team is a freshman.
A lot of the best teams in the country. Most teams have even the senior-led teams have freshmen making heavy contributions.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, National Player of the Year, good chance it's going to be a freshman. And I would say the freshman class is one thing you have to headline.
And that ties to the NBA. You see so many teams tanking this year because of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that are willing to be bad because this draft class is absolutely loaded.
Loaded like 1 to 40.
Yeah.
Just because of this freshman class. I mean, there's some good upperclassmen as well for draft purposes. Another thing I would throw in is the Big Ten might have a chance to win their first title in 25 years or however long it's been.
Yeah. Especially with the way Michigan has looked.
Yeah, with the top of their conference. If they're ever gonna do it, it's gonna have to be this year. I feel like with the Big Ten, they have 5 teams in the top 13. I think probably gonna have 5 top 3 seeds if the season ended today. This is their year.
Do you think Michigan will be ranked 1 when the next rankings come out, or we still give the nod to Arizona?
I think they will, but not necessarily they should.
Yeah. If you compare the 2 losses, then that's not even really close. But
another thing is the 2 juggernauts. I think there's been 2 teams that have separated themselves, being Arizona and Michigan.
Yeah.
And I think Arizona, the contrast of styles this year in college basketball has been interesting. When you got teams like Arizona, who was up 32 to Oklahoma State without making a 3. A little bit of sound difficulties here in the background.
Apologies.
But like I was saying, we got Arizona up 32 without making a 3. You got teams like Illinois and Nebraska, who are both also top 10 teams.
Absolutely live and die by it.
Who just shoot a lot of threes. And I think the contrast of styles is very interesting this year.
I like that a lot because I think more and more you see teams living and dying by 3, like everyone says, but then the best team in the country Arizona does not like that at all.
No.
And still, you see teams like Michigan State who can't really shoot, and even Michigan, it's not like its strength.
Yeah, and I think Michigan has a very unique style as well. They start three bigs. They luckily have a 6'9", 6'10" guy who moves like a point guard.
Yeah,
and so he can do everything. But they just play so fast. If you watch them, they get a rebound, and Ademar is just launching it up the court. They're hard to keep up with, and they're hard, and they go 9 deep. They're just physically imposing all game on you, and it's just not a team like you want to play.
No.
And that's why they only got one loss, as well as Arizona.
Yeah.
And
another word to describe this season has got to be controversial, with the amount of
that's
people coming back to college, or coming from the G League. Some guys they're allowing, some guys they're not. Yeah. It's like the rules are being bent and twisted this year more so than ever.
Yeah. I think James Najee happened right before our last episode.
Yes.
But it all started with James Najee, who was a former draft pick, gets picked up by Baylor. And it kind of just started a whole thing here and then BYU picked up a G League guy. Louisville picked up a G League guy. And then Alabama took it a step further and picked up a NBA contract guy who just now can't play, who played 5 games. Now, here's the interesting thing about that. The NCAA tournament committee said they're not going to take into account the games where Charles Bediako played.
That's crazy. And I saw something that A&M's head coach was really upset because they had a close loss to them. They're saying we maybe could have won.
I know.
And so how does the committee look at stuff like that?
That's what I was gonna Texas A&M and Auburn lost to Alabama. Are they gonna get penalized still, or is it just Alabama not getting rewarded?
My guess is those losses don't count for those schools. Yeah. None of it. It didn't happen.
It's gonna be.
But how can you just eliminate 5 games?
It's hard. And then you got they lost at 23 to Florida. You got to still keep that in mind.
That's still good for Florida.
Tennessee,
maybe even better.
Tennessee, and Alabama, they beat Missouri as well, but they beat them by 20. So it's going to be Missouri's right on the bubble. This is going to have some.
Has anything like this ever happened where certain games are not being taken into account?
Not in my lifetime, at least. This is going to be interesting, and I like to do bracketology, and I don't even know what to do with a lot of these SEC teams.
Yeah,
man, because it's who gets penalized, who doesn't, who does any team get rewarded? Does Texas A&M get rewarded for the close loss to Charles Bediako, Alabama? It makes it really interesting, and it's been controversial this whole year, and I think Charles Bediako being ineligible is a huge win.
Yeah,
we can.
It was stupid that it ever even happened.
Yeah,
especially with the judge being a donor and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that they are willing to change their minds.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to think of one more thing to describe this season. I would say point guards. Point guards in college basketball. I think this is maybe the best year.
You have a top 5
point guards. I'll just start listing some.
Okay.
Jeremy Fears, Braden Smith, Keaton Wagler, Bennett Sturts. That's just Bruce
just
Thornton. This is just the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go Braun Phelan, Darius Acuff, Jacoby Gillespie in the SEC. I'm probably missing some. I'm just doing this what I can think of here. Kingston Flemings, Taman Lipsey, Christian Anderson,
Mikel
Brown.
Rob Wright.
Point guard is loaded this year. Abuka Corey is averaging 25 a game. Point guard's loaded this year. And they say guards win in March. A lot of these teams got guards.
A lot of these teams have guards that they can feel very confident leading their team in March.
Yeah.
Do you have an example of maybe teams that don't?
Teams that don't?
Where you're good teams that you're questioning their point guard.
I do. And that'd be Florida. Their backcourt struggled this year. North Carolina, kind of going in the right direction there. Duke, for being how good they are. So
yeah, you don't like Caden Boozer?
Oh, he's coming off the bench. I mean, Caleb
They
Foster.
started a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Foster, I mean,
their guard play
they're
compared to their
serviceable.
front court is
Yes, I would agree.
Their guard play compared to like teams at their level. I mean, UConn, their guard play concerned me against St. John's with all the turnovers, but I think they'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to find too many teams where I'm concerned about their guard play this year.
Yeah,
but I think point guards is another good way to give people just joining us an overview. And I think we kind of can head into our next segment now. I have a couple teams here listed. They're kind of like, we're going to say, are they for real or are they a fraud?
Okay. And what are we basing this off of? Like fraudulent in what way? Just non-contenders for a championship?
I guess, yeah. Like, let's say like...
Or just overrated based on the ranking?
Final Four, like...
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any like top 10 teams in here necessarily, like the teams that we know are for real. These are all the teams that we don't know they're frauds or for real. We kind of got to figure it out. Okay, you'll see.
All right.
First team here, team heading in the right direction here of late, Florida.
Florida, I do think they're heading in the right direction. Yeah. I think Xavier Lee is getting a lot better.
He is, yeah.
At the beginning of the year, like he was a horrible. We clowned him a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think that they're not near where they were last year, but they can win a couple games.
Yeah,
in March.
That's kind of where I'm at with Florida. Florida's sixth in KenPom with 6 losses, and 6 losses at this point of the year is normally not horrible, but compared to the other top teams, it's not great. Yeah, but I like them, and they're heading in the right direction. They scored 72 points in the paint in one game against Alabama.
Yeah, that's nuts.
They're starting to play well. I think their guards struggled there in non-conference play. They've really started to figure it out, and they kind of like gelled together, and they're kind of like they're
obviously well coached.
Yeah, to me, they're kind of like Arizona in a way, just not near as good defensively. I feel like at the guard position, but
a little more shooting.
Yeah, so I think they can win a couple games. The shooting does concern me when it comes to March with them and just that guard play. But I think they're for real. I'm going to say for real for them. So we're going to stick in the SEC here for the next 2. I feel like this has been a for real or fraud team people have been worrying about all year, and this is Vanderbilt.
I'm leaning more towards fraud. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they started off so hot, and recently it's just been. I mean, they got blown out. I forget to who.
They were losing by a lot to Oklahoma at home this past weekend, and they made some weird comeback at the end.
Yeah, but to me, that's inexcusable. If you look at yourself as like a legitimate like Sweet 16 Elite 8 level team, which is what they were supposed to be at the beginning of the year, and I don't see them as that anymore.
Based off like where they have, I would say fraud for Vanderbilt. I like them, but there's just glaring weaknesses that they have. They've been dominated on the glass in their losses, and they don't have size. I'm not sure that's necessarily what they want there, but they don't have it. It's killed them, and their defense has been subpar here in SEC play, I would say. And the home loss to 1-9 in conference play Oklahoma was a little worrisome for me and kind of put me over to that fraud edge.
Yeah, bad loss.
Yeah, bad loss, and committee's not going to like that come Selection Sunday. And then last SEC team here, I got the Wildcats of Kentucky.
They've started off so bad. Yeah. I don't think anyone views them as any sort of contender like they were supposed to be. But they're not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought this one was tough too. I
don't see them making a run.
No, I don't. They're injured pretty bad.
But Jalen Lowe's, he's done, right?
He's done for season. So. Quaden's, I don't see any future comeback here this season. But they're kind of starting to figure it out with these other guys right now. 2 comeback second half wins against Tennessee.
Yeah.
And
that's a good win.
Yeah. I think they're starting to figure it out. I'm not going to say they're for real. I'm also just not going to say that they're frauds.
Yeah, they're okay.
We'll see. I think they can make a Sweet 16. But
we'll see.
Yeah. This team you had not been high on this year. This is Virginia.
Virginia, I mean, they play in a weak conference as far as like depth, in my opinion.
Yeah, the bottom of the conference is very weak. The bottom 5 or 6.
They're not. I'm still just not super impressed with Virginia. I don't think they're. I had them missing the tournament our last episode.
I consider them a lock at this point.
I would also, so that take is no longer. But I don't see them as any sort of championship contending Virginia teams that we've seen in the past.
Yeah, for sure. I like this. I like this Virginia team. I'm gonna say for real. I'm excited. They play Duke. They play at Duke. I know. I'm excited for that game. I think they're 20-3 to this point. They have really good defense. This isn't like a Tony Bennett defense, but it's very good. And their offense is way better than it's ever been for Tony Bennett. And I kind of like that they kind of got both sides of the ball going, and they play a little faster. They shoot a lot of threes. I kind of like them. I think I want to see them play like a contender though. They haven't had that yet.
Yeah,
they've played a lot of solid teams and won.
I want to if they beat Duke or even North Carolina.
Well, they already played North Carolina, lost.
Yeah, that's what.
I'd like to see them beat a contender, but they're in good position seeding wise. I mean, probably a 4 or 5 at this point. But I would say for real,
that's a team I'd have getting upset.
I'd say for real with like a question mark.
Okay.
For them. Next team here, North Carolina, just got the big win against Duke. Yeah, got the shirt on.
Got the shirt. I like talking about this team. I almost always just like North Carolina's teams.
Yeah.
I just like what they have going on.
I love their jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful jerseys, amazing atmosphere. I mean that atmosphere this past weekend was the best I've seen this year. Maybe second to their game earlier.
What about the Kansas-Arizona game?
I mean, that was good.
That one was.
But my two personal favorite atmospheres of the year was North Carolina Duke and North Carolina Kansas. Really? The whiteout that we talked about. Yeah. I like them. I really like Caleb Wilson. I think he's fantastic. And their guards are fun to me. Seth Trimble, they're a fun team. I think they're for real.
I think their backcourt is starting to get it figured out recently. And I mean, their front court with Wilson and Vasar is one of the best in the country.
Vasar, he's tough too.
And I think that win against Duke, I mean, they had a bad trip out west. That just happens to some teams.
And I saw a mock draft had Vasar going 14th. And so I think that's the only team with multiple lottery picks projected.
I wouldn't think he was an NBA guy.
I had him going at 14. Wow. He's tall, he can shoot it. It's probably the only team with that kind of NBA talent.
Yeah, I guess. So I'd say North Carolina's for real. They're really starting to put it together. Great comeback there against Duke. Great. North Carolina's for real. This one's questionable for me, Louisville.
Louisville will beat you if they get hot. I don't know. I think they're just one of those teams. Like, they can make a run. They got the talent, but they can very much get upset first round.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say they're for real. I wouldn't say they're frauds. I think they are what they are. I think they scored, 120 something last night?
Yeah, I think 117.
Yeah,
NC State.
If Mikael Brown shoots like how he did last night, then
him and Connell had 30 plus.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
So they are dangerous.
I'm gonna say frauds. I was high on Louisville preseason. I love their backcourt. Their backcourt is still amazing, but I mean, there's just some weaknesses that are very noticeable with them. I mean, their defense is just not good enough. The interior play. I said at the beginning of the year, their season's going to rely on how good their bigs are because you know what they're going to get from their front court. It hasn't been good enough yet. I don't think it will be. It's just, I think there's just the defense and the size and the rebounding is just too big of a hole for them to where I just don't think they can shoot their way out of it for the rest of the season. And if they do, they do. But because they can shoot it. Moving over to the Big Ten here.
Let's do it.
I think we're both going to have the same answer here, but it's kind of weird having a team like this in this conversation.
Nebraska. I don't know, dude. What do you think my answer is going to be?
I would think you'd say for real.
I was leaning a little more towards fraud.
Really?
I don't know about them. I don't know. They live and die by the three.
They do. They struggle getting like dribble penetration. They struggle.
I'm saying fraud, but I'm looking at them more as like national contenders.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I don't think they're good enough to win a championship.
I would agree, but I wouldn't say there's too many teams that I think are good enough. I'm gonna say Nebraska's for real.
But when they were at 5, I thought that was high.
Yeah.
They
were undefeated.
I know, but I was like, I don't view them as the 5th best team.
No. Yeah. I never. Yeah.
That's what I would say. I think they're dangerous because they live by the 3 and they got guys that can hit them.
I think
they have good defense.
Their defense is to fly around.
Yes.
They do no baseline, no post ups. Interesting scheme, and it works. I think they've had. It might have changed.
But they also will give up a lot of threes.
They give up when you watch Nebraska, it's just a lot of threes.
That makes it also dangerous for getting upset.
Yeah.
If you're shooting a lot of threes, you're giving up a lot of threes.
Yeah.
The game can kind of go either way.
I would agree.
The odds of winning 6 of those.
And they're probably going to be a high seed here in March, and they've never won a tournament game.
And that's insane.
So they just got to avoid an upset in March. But I would view them as for real because of that defense, and I think they just got. I mean, they have like a couple. Like they have enough guys that have been around their program for the amount of years to where they can. They've just been together for a while, and then Price Sanford's amazing. Braden Frager is a great freshman with this loaded freshman class. I view them as for real. And then here's a team coming off a big win on Friday, St. John's.
St. John's.
I mean, Andy Katz had him at like 5.
That's high. I said before the year, I think St. John's will struggle at the beginning of the year. A lot of transfers, a lot of newness, but I think they got a lot of talent, and they'll figure it out at the end of the year. And I think they're in the process of figuring it out. I view them as for real.
Yeah.
I don't know about championship contending, but like they're very good.
Yeah, I don't like 5 or wherever Andy Katz had them.
But,
I mean, they can win the Big East. They can win the Big East tournament for sure.
For sure.
I mean, they're tied with UConn. They might have like a half game lead or something, but they'll play UConn at UConn again, and I mean that'll probably decide the Big East. Only thing that worries, I think St. John's is like upsettable. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I feel like teams with defense like them, like defense travels, but I mean they lost at home to Providence. They almost lost to Xavier last night.
That's just kind of what the Big East is, though.
Yeah.
Like UConn's just almost lost to Providence.
Yeah.
They've escaped some close ones. I don't know.
Yeah. So
he did almost lose to the fellow Patino in overtime last night. I saw that.
He has a son. I didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. Which would have been crazy because they're horrible.
They are, bottom of the Big East. We talked about that a lot in like December. But it's about as bad as it was then.
Imagine he just beats Pops.
So I think St. John's is real in like the sense that they can win the Big East and Big East tournament, but I do think they're upsettable come March because they just like the Big East just isn't giving them the games they normally get in the Big East. So
I agree.
I think they're for real in that sense. Now, last team here is a team who has just really struggled as of late. I think they've lost 5 of their past 6 after only having maybe 1 loss, maybe 2. BYU.
Yeah. I like BYU.
Yeah.
I'm going to say for real. I think they just got so much talent. Like I'm just a believer in their guys.
Yeah.
And I think they can make a run for sure. I don't think they're contenders for Final Four, but I think they're better than their recent record. And they're
I mean, they've had a tough stretch.
Yeah.
I think they're frauds, though. Their best win is a neutral floor win to Clemson, where they were down like 20.
That's just what they do, though.
Yeah, it is what they do. But this might be a hot take, but for the talent they have, I think they're poorly coached.
I do think that. I would agree with that.
It's just too much ISO ball, and when you got like just run something, and then you're gonna get mad at your role players. Like Kevin Young's getting real mad at his role players after the Houston game, where they took like 5 shots, and you got guys going like 1 for 10, and just they have the ball in their hands all game, and then one like Kebaketa gets a shot for once, and you're gonna get mad at him when he doesn't do anything all
He was
game.
missing
I mean,
some very
he was
easy
bad,
shots,
but with the offense you run, he was getting mad at like all of his role players. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get mad at your role players, and I mean it's too much ISO ball. I think it's like too easy for a team like Houston to guard. Like you gotta move the ball against a team like that, and they don't. They got players to go one on one, but like do that late in the clock. Yeah, you don't. It's constant one on one, and I think it's too easy to guard for the talent that they have offensively.
That's true. It is a lot of like Rob Wright go get you one, Devonza go get you one, and then maybe run something for Richie Saunders.
And I mean Kevin Young came from the NBA, so
which is
a lot of NBA, but I think they're poorly coached for what they have, and I just think they're frauds because I don't think it's going to change.
Yeah.
But that's all we got for real or fraud. I think we're going to move into your top 10 freshman ranking.
All right. We'll make this quick, but we talk about the freshman class. I'm like an NBA guy, so I look at mock drafts and stuff all the time.
Are you viewing this as a college player?
No, I see. That's the thing. Okay. There's some guys I'm like, they're a better prospect, but this is college player for me.
Okay.
10th best, and then you just tell me if at any point you disagree.
We'll start at 1, so I can
start at
easier for me to evaluate.
All right, that's fine. Number 1, I think the best freshman in the country is AJ Devonza.
Okay, I already disagree.
I know you're gonna have Boozer.
I'd have Boozer. I wouldn't hate him at 2,
but
I think Boozer's been far and away the best player.
I think recently I'm just loving Devonza.
Yeah, no, he's playing well.
Boozer's team is better,
but they are 1-5 in their past 6.
I'm not looking at that.
If they were 5-1,
yes,
I'd have them at 1.
I'm throwing team success out the window.
Okay,
I think he's the best. I think Boozer's 2. And if I was doing National Player of the Year, I'd obviously give it to Boozer.
Yeah, okay, the team. That's fine then.
But not as good. And then Peterson 3, but
like disregarding.
I'm a little upset with Peterson.
Yeah.
And I think
he better play in March.
Flu-like symptoms, dude. Yeah, that could have been a cough. And he didn't even say he had the flu. He had symptoms that would lead you to believe he could have the flu.
As long as they're not, if they're in Peru's region, Peterson, take it easy, man.
He is when he's on, best guard prospect I've ever seen, bro.
When he's played, I feel like he'll give you 23 points and a half, and then he's got cramps.
Yeah, what he did versus BYU made me mad, and then obviously he played number 1 team in the country. He's like, I'm cool off that.
Yeah, they still won.
And
they're still a good team without him. They're just next level with him.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then Caleb Wilson at 4. Loved what he did versus Duke. My goodness. That dude is everything. Nate Amen at 5.
He's been
he's been cooking.
Yeah, had some struggles earlier in the year, struggling to shoot the ball.
For sure.
He's really found his shot.
People are lower on his draft stock now, but I think he's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I got Keaton Wagler at 6. He's up and down.
Yeah.
He had a really hot stretch, and then obviously
I feel like he didn't really I feel like Illinois kind of hadn't figured him out here until January.
Yeah.
And he's really starting to get going.
But
it kind of took him a little
Michigan
bit.
Michigan State, he was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I got Abuka Corey.
Okay.
And he's
he's playing. A bucket. I saw on a podcast someone compared him to Cardiac Kimba at UConn, and I liked that. I mean, Stanford's not going to make the tournament.
I mean, he's averaging, I think it was 22, 3-3.
Unless they win the ACC tournament.
Yeah, that's the only problem with him is we don't really know.
I want to see him in March.
I agree. I got Kingston Flemings at 8.
Oh man, that might be a little low. That dude's a baller.
I mean, he's good.
On a top 5 team.
Yeah. Again, not really counting that.
Houston's really, really loaded. So
yeah, he's tough though.
I'm not as high as some people are really high on Fleming.
I am low on him draft wise compared to some of these other guards. Yeah. For someone I'm really high on draft wise is McKeel Brown Jr. And I have him at 9.
You have him at 9. He's been injured a lot too.
Take him as high as 4. in the draft. Like he's 6'5", extremely athletic, and now he's shooting well. I mean, he hit 10 threes. You got to be a good shooter to hit 10 threes in a game. I don't care how you do shooting all year.
You do.
10 threes in a game.
And he is a good shooter. He's been hurt.
The knock on him was like he's been shooting bad. And then Darius Akuff at 10.
Okay.
Which he's kind of doesn't get a lot of shine, but he's a baller.
He's one of the better point guards in the country.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are some of the best players in their country. So
for sure, if I made a top 10 players in the country list, a lot of these guys would be on it for sure.
Yeah, so. I'm trying to think of maybe anybody that say I would have had there. Might take me a little bit to think though.
Just come back to it if something comes to mind. But yeah, that's my top 10 freshmen.
Top 10. Yeah. Okay, next segment here. It's kind of like the Fruit or Fraud game, but we're doing with bubble teams.
Okay.
This is going to be in or out. This isn't right now. This is on Selection Sunday. Do you think this team will be in the tournament or out of the tournament?
Okay.
It's hard to predict.
Based off nothing, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe just vibes and
right.
what you think about the team.
For sure.
We're starting here. We're going to go by conference, starting in the Big Ten, Ohio State.
I mean, they got one of my favorite players in the country. Good friend of mine, Gabe Cups.
Gabe Cups.
And
his minutes have gone down recently.
It makes me really sad. Yeah. No, that guy's tough, though.
Yeah.
But I'm going out on Ohio State.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't see what
I think they needed to pick up one of these wins here, like as of recent, to be in.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're out not by far at the moment. It's just the same thing every year with them. They're out, but just out in that bubble. And I think they do it again this year. I don't think Debo's got it.
Yeah,
I mean,
he needs to go probably.
If Bruce Thornton wants to make the tournament once in his great 4-year career, like he's gonna have to turn it on here in February and March.
Big fat Bruce.
I'm cheering for him. I think, but I just don't think they're gonna do it.
I don't think so either.
Next team in the Big Ten, Indiana.
Oh, for sure. And this team has been rolling. And new starting lineup. No more Tate and Conaway really, and it's been kind of working.
Mm-hmm.
Wilkerson is top 5 scorer in the country, in my opinion.
He is a great scorer, and they run everything with him in it.
Yes.
So a lot of opportunity.
If you shut him down, you'll win.
Unless you're playing horrible.
Yeah.
Unless you're in some weird slump that you don't know how to get out of. So
yeah. But for the most part.
Yeah. Unless you're just leaving other shooters wide open. But
it's true. Now there's 3 shooters in that starting lineup instead of just 2. I think that's changed a lot.
I would say in with Indiana. It's gonna be. I think they're gonna really have to do it to themselves to not be in. They're in a solid spot right now because they picked up a couple good wins
at Illinois, home versus Michigan State, at Purdue. Do you think they need to win one of those 3 games in order to make it?
I don't.
Okay.
No, I mean, it depends on how the Big Ten tournament goes. I mean, if you lose all 3 of those, which good chance that happens, but you win that one at Ohio State. You just gotta you might have to win one in the Big Ten tournament, depending on who you play. But
I think that's fine.
I like where they're at. Their predictive metrics are very good, and that's gonna be hard to get those to go down. So
yeah,
I see them making it. UCLA here.
Squarely on the bubble. I don't like their vibes, with Coach Cronin. So I'm gonna go out.
I guess I'm gonna go in. I don't like their vibes either though, but
I hate their vibes.
I think they'll just win at home and stuff.
Yeah.
Get in. I don't think they'll do anything when they get there. Don't love their team.
No.
Don't love their coach at all. But I think they'll be in. Here's a fun one. I like this team a lot. Oklahoma State.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you tell me.
They're on the bubble now. I think they do it. They got that big BYU win that they needed.
That's true. Well, is that a big win? It's not looking as good anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's got to stay as a quad 1 win for them.
Yeah,
I think. Sticking the Big 12 here, Baylor.
I mean, love the vibes, but they've not been playing well, really.
Yeah, ever since they got James Najee, it's
that's true. I don't like those vibes.
Yeah,
but I like Baylor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in. They also, according to my mock draft studies, 2 first-round picks.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, they got some guys that can score the ball. I don't really know why they're so bad this year.
No size really.
Well, they got some size in from the G League.
Yeah, but he's no good. Like I thought he was gonna be pretty good. Like they'd be like kind of nice.
I honestly would too.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I want to say in, but I can't say in for all these teams, so I'm gonna have to say out. Because they're not all gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm going in.
This is Miami. They have no good wins, but I'd say they're considered right on the bottom.
But they have a good player.
His name's True Washington. One of their starters left the team for unknown reasons. I don't know if he's coming back. So
I'm gonna go in with Miami.
Yeah,
I
want them to be in, but I just don't think they do it. This team disappoints me. It's starting to disappoint me more and more.
I like their roster a lot, like in the off season.
Yeah, they're not very deep.
Yeah, that's the problem. I like their starting five.
I liked their starting five, and then True Washington's gone.
Yeah,
Virginia Tech.
I'm gonna go out.
Yeah,
because
I like this team a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think
they have the fraudulent freshmen.
From what I've seen on Twitter, Virginia Tech fans not a big fan in Abdelas.
Yeah, because he had 30-point triple-double or something.
Yeah, he had a good non-conference.
Yeah.
Struggled here in ACC play. I think that's a common thing for a freshman.
Which is that's to be expected.
Yeah, I think it's a normal freshman. Yeah. This freshman class isn't normal.
Yes,
but I think they're in because I said Miami's gonna be out, so I think I can say they're in.
Okay.
And then Georgia. I'm gonna say in.
I'm gonna go out.
I'll say in. Yeah.
I don't think the SEC will get that many in.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say in. They're kind of at where IU's at right now, but their losses I think will hurt more than a loss would to IU based off their resume. But I think they're in. Here, I think Texas here. I think they have a win and multiple wins in every quadrant and a loss in every quadrant.
That's crazy.
So they're a hard team to judge here. But I like their roster.
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah.
One of Georgia or Texas. I'm gonna choose Texas.
I think they're both gonna be in.
Okay.
I like Texas to be in here. Now here's the most interesting one to me. So this is Miami, Ohio. If they do not win the conference tournament.
See, that's the thing. Is they're ranked 23?
They're ranked 23.
Does anyone really believe that they're the 23rd best team in the country?
I don't know. I mean, they win every game.
I don't believe it.
No matter it's close. They're gonna hit a big shot.
They're losing to sub 500 MAC teams, and then they'll squeak out a win in overtime or something, and then it's man, this team's amazing.
Yeah, they're 80th on KenPom.
Yeah,
but their resume metrics are around 30.
I think if they finish the year with one or two losses, and they don't, I think they'll be in. Yeah, I think they'll reward a record like that, whether they should or not.
I think one loss is all they can afford at this point.
Okay.
And so that would be the conference tournament.
Yeah, so if they go undefeated regular season and lose.
So they're going to have to go undefeated until that conference tournament if they want to for sure be in. Which, I mean, that's not easy even in the MAC. But so it just comes down to if I think
I'm low on them. I'll be honest. Yeah. It makes me mad that they're ranked. I you get it. You got to rank them. They're undefeated, but they're just not better than a lot of these teams.
Yeah, I mean they're not, but they're a great story.
They're having fun.
I'm interested to see if they go undefeated,
where they will be. All right, what seed?
Yeah,
7.
Yeah, I was gonna say around there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for that segment. Here's our last segment before we get into preview and picks for the week.
Okay.
This one, I'm gonna let you choose a conference. And we have to collectively power rank the conference top to bottom.
All right,
we have to agree.
Let's do the Big Ten.
Big Ten. Okay.
All right.
I'll write down.
We have to agree
our numbers here.
Okay.
We have to.
The Big 18. Throw Penn State down there at 18.
Okay. Well, we gotta talk about this.
Okay.
Because
you don't agree? They're horrible.
What about Maryland?
No, Penn State is the worst power conference team I've ever seen. Maryland could be 17 and Oregon can be 16.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue about Maryland and Penn State.
Let's argue
So
about it.
I'm just gonna put Penn State at 18.
Okay.
And then Maryland
Penn State's
at
horrible.
17. We're gonna let's stick here at the bottom.
You gotta put what, Oregon?
So we got Oregon, Rutgers, and Northwestern, I think, are our three teams on.
I think Northwestern's the best of the
Northwestern. That's what I'd think, but they kind of suck. But I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
And then Oregon, I think now the Biddle's back.
Yeah, they're better than Rutgers.
I think if they played tomorrow, Oregon wins.
Yeah.
Honors report.
Yeah. I think Rutgers beat Oregon earlier in the year. They might have had Biddle. I don't know. I'm still putting Rutgers over.
Put Shieldston
Oregon
over.
over.
Oregon's nasty.
Yeah. But he's out for years, so.
I know, but I like him.
Okay. Should we move to the top or?
Let's move to the top. Yeah.
So 14 we have Northwestern, 15 Oregon, 16 Rutgers, 17 Maryland, 18 Penn State.
I like our bottom. I think you got to go Illinois. No, sorry, Michigan 1, Illinois 2.
I would agree. Yeah. No.
And then
I do like Michigan State 3.
Nebraska won Michigan State. Nebraska by how much?
2.
So that would put Michigan State above.
I like
because to me, home court is 3 points.
Yeah.
Across all sports. That's like a baseline.
And then Nebraska, Purdue, 4 or 5.
Yes. Well, who's 6?
6. I was gonna say Wisconsin.
Oh. I don't like that.
You don't?
No.
Why not? Why don't you like Wisconsin?
I don't think they're very good.
Really?
I think Iowa.
I mean, they have the best win in the country.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
I think Iowa's better.
Maybe I could get behind Iowa.
Let's go Iowa.
I can get behind Iowa. Iowa's forgettable.
Yeah.
Okay. Teams. Okay. Let's move away from top 6.
Okay. USC is pretty bad. I get that they just beat IU, but
USC's they're so interesting because they're so injured all the time. And
now that they have Elijah Arenas, they're better. Who's the other bad teams?
So 12 and 13, I think, are going to be Washington and Minnesota.
Sorry, yes.
Washington's better than Minnesota, right?
I don't think so. Minnesota beat Michigan State.
It's true.
Washington's not doing that.
Washington's had the toughest schedule, though. I think they'll start to win here.
I just think Washington's 13. I mean,
we'll go Washington at 13. I put Minnesota at 13. Washington fans.
Washington fans are just watching this.
Okay. And now it's 7 through 11.
Okay.
Wait. Gosh dang it! I forgot a 9. Okay. So we got 5 teams.
Okay.
So we got Wisconsin, Indiana, UCLA, USC, and come on.
Who are we forgetting?
Ohio State.
Ohio
State 11.
They're
okay.
And then I would go USC 10.
USC 10. I like Wisconsin 7, Indiana 8.
I think that's fine.
UCLA 9. I can get behind that.
I'd agree because yes, Indiana beat Wisconsin in overtime at home. So yeah. There you go.
I think Wisconsin played about as bad in the first half. I think they're better than that game.
But they also Nick Boyd shot out of his mind.
He did. Yeah. Everybody else didn't though.
Yeah.
That was a weird Wisconsin game.
It was.
Nick Boyd getting picked on, but then he's hitting a bunch of threes.
Yeah.
That was a weird game, and then weird overtime and everything.
And the calls that you were not happy about.
I was not happy about. And I think I wasn't the only one not happy about them. There was a lot of people.
It's hard. Okay, knowing what we know now, though, it's hard to get upset about the foul that Wilkerson.
No, I agree.
But there was a lot of the charge and that's obviously going to be controversial forever.
As Greg Gard said, I've never seen anything like it. A charge driving away from the bucket.
Yeah, no, I hadn't either.
Smart play by Enright, though.
To at least go for it.
Yeah, go for it. It's not a respectable play, but smart.
I mean, that's kind of what he is. He's going to fall down a lot to get some calls.
I think the ref, Larry Strotto, I think he was fired by the NBA.
Okay.
So, what you expect there. But we'll move on from past week's games. We'll give a little preview of some of these games, and then we'll make our picks in a couple minutes. So tonight we have 3 games that we're going to pick. We got Purdue at Nebraska. We have this as 4 and 5 in our Big Ten rankings.
Yeah.
Purdue, both teams, I guess, have struggled recently. I mean, Nebraska, kind of. They just had a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Got their first 2 losses. Purdue has lost 3 of their past 5. Didn't look good against Oregon.
I'd say, yeah, and that one.
And the past 8 games or so have been a little questionable.
This would be a good win to get back on track for sure.
It would be. They need this, to be honest, or they need something to get that momentum back rolling that they had late December, early January, even in November.
I mean, you guys win the November championship every year.
I guess
that's what I like to say.
Win a lot of Big Ten championships too, which happen in January, February, March.
Win the November championship year in.
But we do. We have won 4 championships in November. Past 4 years.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Maui, Balfour, Lannis.
You almost always are ranked 1 or close to it.
Yeah,
that's not a knock.
No. I mean,
I wish IU would win the November championship every year.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Well, they won the December? No, January championship.
In football, we did win the January championship.
Yeah. So, yeah, Purdue needs it. Nebraska they might
be big for
need
them
it too. But don't want to lose two in a row at home to Purdue.
Is that place gonna be rocking tonight?
Oh, it will be. Purdue's always struggled. These Purdue players always struggle there. So Fletcher Lawyers always played good at Pinnacle, but
it's true.
Interesting game. Vandy versus Auburn. Vandy needs this.
They do, and we're not making picks yet.
No.
Yeah. Auburn is, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jungle's not an easy place to play though.
Yeah,
so just Steve Pearl.
I think it's a good opportunity.
Still questionable there.
Ever since that happened, I didn't like it, and now I just don't like Auburn.
Yeah,
and then they're just not good in my opinion.
That'll be an interesting game tonight. I always got UNC at Miami.
It's fun. This is also tonight.
This is also tonight. Yeah,
I like this. You make arguably the 2 best power forwards in the country. It's Caleb Wilson and Blake Renew.
Yeah.
Arguably,
yeah. I'd take Renew over Cameron Boozer.
He's a 5.
Okay, yes.
For them.
He's not, though.
Who?
Ngongba.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But, no, you're right. Yeah. I forgot about him.
But
Renew,
Renew averages like 20 something.
Yeah, he averages like 20. It just, team success makes Booster look better.
This would be big for ACC standings, and this is what Miami.
I would say
needs
this is like
right
a low-key
now.
must win for them.
This is what they need right now, because I think with their metrics, one big win will boost them up way more than most teams. And then Friday, Michigan State at Wisconsin.
Oh, I didn't have this on my notes.
You didn't.
Oh wait, no, it's down here.
It's down at the bottom. I didn't.
So that's misleading.
Yeah.
This is big for Wisconsin, who you're a little higher on than I was.
Yeah.
This would be fun. At Wisconsin too. This is a good opportunity for them.
Yeah. One thing I just wonder. I thought Wisconsin maybe got out physicaled by Indiana. They're about to play the most physical team in the country.
Yeah.
They're gonna need to.
I mean, when your center is built like a stick.
Yeah, they didn't play Bilyauskas at all either. Their starting center, so
yeah, they
just slid their power forward down the center, which
they
do that a lot. Yeah, Nolan Winter's a good ball player. This team beat Michigan. They can handle the physicality. They're gonna have to shoot well though to win this one, I think.
Nick Boyd shoots like that again, then that'll help.
Yeah. And then Saturday, loaded slate as usual. Start here, Gonzaga at Santa Clara. This is for first place in the West Coast.
Oh wow, I didn't realize Santa Clara is all the way up.
Santa Clara, yeah, is
Gonzaga.
firmly on the bubble.
I don't like what goes on with Gonzaga because you just forget about them.
And you can't lose to the Pilots on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, and that's unbelievable. And so now, to me, I was like, still, maybe a championship contender.
Yeah.
And maybe they still are.
I had never seen it with them as that top 10 team. It's just Gonzaga's had some really good teams over the years, and this one's just not even this is one of their worst.
Yeah.
But they just had a good record, so
they're always going to.
Yeah.
and their non-conference isn't as good as it looked at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
I wouldn't be. I think Santa Clara gave them a good run at Gonzaga. I wouldn't be surprised Santa Clara wins this one at their place. We got Kansas at Iowa State.
That's a big one.
Yeah, Hilton Coliseum.
Hopefully,
not an easy place to
hopefully
play.
Peterson plays. He probably won't because it's a big game.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, then I'm out on him. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
gotta think he's healthy
yeah.
by then. This is
two really good teams.
Yeah, this will. Iowa State hasn't had too many opportunities to play top tier teams yet. I mean, they definitely will coming up here. Their schedule's a little backloaded in the Big 12, so this will be a big one for them. Kind of show us if they're still here, I guess.
Yeah.
Kentucky at Florida is also on Saturday. Both these teams are really rolling right now.
Yeah, it'll be fun. At Florida.
I think if Florida wins this one, they win the SEC. Because SEC is so even this year, but I think these teams might be tied. I might be off there, but
it's a big one.
Big. This one's kind of big. Clemson at Duke. Clemson is having a sneaky, really good season.
Very sneaky. But if you look at their schedule, then it's like, well, you got to prove it.
Yeah.
This is proving it.
Mm-hmm.
At Duke, that's tough. That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I think proving it is like
competing.
Yeah,
I think that's but I agree.
Yeah,
if they lose by 4 to 6 at Duke, I'd be like, they're very good.
Yeah,
if they go out there and lose by 18.
Yeah, they're still going. Yeah, this game, if both these teams win during the week, I don't know if they both play during the week, but if they both win, winner will get first place in the ACC outright.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's interesting. It's like Clemson wins that.
That's awesome.
They gotta get to the finish line. They win this one. Texas A&M at Vanderbilt is interesting to me. A&M's had a good year.
No Mbako.
No Mbako. They call it buckyball. Full court press and shoot about the first good shot they see.
That's fun.
Yeah, and I think this game could be like 100 to 100 with these two teams. This would be interesting.
Another good opportunity for Vandy.
Yeah, Texas Tech at Arizona.
That's a fun one.
Yeah,
two really good big guys,
and
two really good guards as well.
Arizona has so many good players.
Yeah, I would say they have good everything.
It's like which guard and which big are you talking about?
Yeah, I was more referring to Kobe Pete and Braden Burry's the freshman, but then Bradley.
This is like Jake Bradley and Kribas.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
So. Yeah, Arizona's loaded, and Texas Tech not very loaded. I feel like they have a good starting lineup, but the depth issues there are, I'd say, for real.
They're a good team though.
But Arizona got a good chance to get back in the win column there. So we'll go ahead and make our picks here. We'll start with the Tuesday.
We're speed run it?
Yeah, we're going to speed run it. We're starting with our Tuesday night picks here. Starting with Purdue at Nebraska.
Purdue at Nebraska. If I got an opportunity to pick against Purdue, I will. So I'm going to go Nebraska.
Yeah. We need this one, so we need it. I'm going to pick us, Purdue. Vandy at Auburn in the jungle.
In the jungle. I don't like the jungle. I don't like Auburn this year. I'm going to go Vandy.
You're Vandy? Yeah. This one, I'd say it's 50-50 for me. I'm rolling with the home court, rolling with the jungle. Give me the Tigers. UNC at Miami also here tonight.
I'm wearing the shirt, North Carolina. Huge win versus Duke this past weekend, but I'm going with my guy Malik Renew and the Hurricanes in Miami.
We briefly talked about Miami earlier. I just don't I want them to be good, but I just don't think they are. I like the Tar Heels here tonight. Okay. We'll move on to Friday. Michigan State at Wisconsin.
I'm gonna go Michigan State. I'm not a huge believer in Wisconsin just yet.
I just don't think Wisconsin's gonna be able to handle the physicality. They're not a very physical team at times, and that's just not gonna fly against Michigan State. I like Michigan State on the road here. Moving into Saturday, Kansas at Iowa State.
If Darren Peterson doesn't play in this one, I'm going to be really unhappy. But even if he does, I'm still going to go Iowa State at home.
We saw what Allen Fieldhouse did to Arizona. I think we're going to see what Hilton does to Kansas here. I like Iowa State. in that home court. Kentucky at Florida here in the next one.
Both these teams are hot.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Florida stays hotter at home.
Florida's front court is one of the best in the country, and I just don't think Kentucky has much of an answer for that. I like Florida here. Next one, if all goes well this week, this will be for outright first place in the ACC, Clemson at Duke.
Duke, I still think, is maybe the toughest place to play and maybe the best team in the country, all things considered. I'm going to go with Duke.
Yeah, I like Duke here as well. Clemson just hasn't seen this level of competition yet this season, and I think it's going to kind of come at them real fast with Duke. Texas Tech at Arizona.
Both these teams are kind of nasty, but Arizona coming off the loss, I think they get their get back and win at home.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Arizona guards really bother Christian Anderson all game. The bigs really bother JT Top, and they're going to try to make other players make plays. I just don't think Texas Tech has enough. I like Arizona here. Moving in, Texas A&M and Vanderbilt.
I'm going to go with Vanderbilt at home, get back on track.
I like Vanderbilt here. I mentioned earlier, I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game, maybe in the 100s, but I like Vanderbilt in a close one. Last game here, Gonzaga at Santa Clara out west.
I'm going Gonzaga. Even though they dropped one to Portland not long ago, I think that Gonzaga wins this one on the road.
I think this is one of Mark Few's worst Gonzaga teams in recent memory. I like Santa Clara in an upset, I guess, here at home. But that's all we got for this episode. Hoping to see you guys next week.
Let's do it.
And that's all we got.
The Ball Knowers are back, baby.
Yeah,
Come
back.
on now.
Oh, before we leave, just want to give big congratulations to Katie Godlewski on her. She won the Ball Knowers shirt that everybody wanted.
This is true, and we'll get it to you soon, Katie. Just, let us know.
Because we're sure you're watching this, Katie.
Correct.
So you're going to get your shirt.
That's right.
And no more giveaways. We don't have another shirt to give away. So
we're not made of money here on Ball Knowers. But if you want more giveaways, then if we get to 100 subscribers, I think.
Yeah.
Or even maybe 50.
50?
Maybe 100.
Maybe 100.
Okay, 100 subscribers, we'll do another giveaway. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
And follow us on TikTok if you haven't already.
Yeah. One thing, I might try to make a little TikTok about this, but what if you have any college basketball hot takes or questions, leave it down below here in the comments section, and we will start our next episode talking about your comment, your question, your hot take, or just whatever you want us to talk about. We will talk about it, and so leave that down below
for sure.
But that's all we got for today. A big week ahead of us, and it's been a while, but congratulations on your national championship.
Appreciate that.
And see you guys next week.